Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to Big Stone Television. Today, as you know, the series continues. The series of those great ones, those great singers and players of instruments, those who are still here with us, and those who simply gone too soon. Today, I'm going to be talking about two brothers who recently simply gone too soon. We're talking about Junior English, and we're also talking about Shaka. Now, why I'm specifically speaking about those two great musicians is because of how they were treated here in Jamaica. We didn't know too much about them, but they were great geniuses right around the world, especially in England. Now, we lost both of those brothers recently, and their remains is somewhere in the UK buried. Now, why I'm talking about this is because the greatness of these two brothers should have been here in Jamaica. Yes, the greatness of these two brothers should have been here in Jamaica. I'm not trying to be selfish. I'm saying they got their greatness from traveling. They got their greatness from working long and hard in the United Kingdom. But the legacy of these great men should be in Jamaica, the land of their birth. We don't recognize greatness. We only recognize greatness when someone from the outside says they're great. We didn't recognize Bob Marley, Peter Tosh, or even Bunny Wailer of their greatness until people from the outside world starting to recognize how great these great geniuses were. The reason why I'm speaking so hard on this, ladies and gentlemen, is because the greatness of these two men, Shaka and Junior English, should be so known in Jamaica and taught. And the legacy of these great men should be permeating right through to our younger generations, so that our younger generation will understand the lineage of these greatness, pick up the baton and carry these greatness forward. I know the greatness of Shaka is left in his son, the warrior, but it should be left in many sons. It should be left in many daughters. The discipline, the determination, the dedication, and the burning desire in these great ones that have become so great in their life. And we simply don't have a clue, too tough, who they were, how they lived, how did they get their greatness. Not until we here in Jamaica start to recognize our faults, start to look at the fact that our crime rate is so high that there are many great people still living outside of Jamaica that wants to come home, that wants to spend their final days on this beautiful island. But because of the wickedness, the corruption, the crime, the murder, the wanton killing of innocent people on this island, they will not, they are afraid to, and they will never come back to the land of their birth. Not even in a casket. Most of the great ones that we know, ladies and gentlemen, are buried in a foreign country. We must understand that the greatness of these ones should be taught in our schools, should be taught in our colleges, and should be taught in our university. It should be so well known that it is taught on the streets. Everyone in the UK can speak about the fondness of Shaka. I've read many comments talking about in the 70s, in the 80s, in the 90s, even in the 2000s, how great Shaka played at these dances, how great the sound system and the words and the performances of Junior English, how powerful an artist Junior English was, and Shaka and Junior English, and the comments are overbearing. People pouring out their love and their honor to these two great ones. So ladies and gentlemen, let's move into this 2023 thinking about how we can better our country, thinking about how we can better our children, thinking about how we can curb this beast, this monster that is causing so much pain and grief. We have lost so much people every year. Over 1,000 people have been murdered, killed. Every year, people that come home just to spend a few days on the island of their birth didn't even get a chance to finish their vacation because they were killed. We must, always must, remember that they work long and hard, sometimes in the cold. Most of these countries that they work in, Canada, in England, in the United States of America, all over Europe, Germany, are very cold places in the winter time. Let's make our country beautiful. Let's make Jamaica beautiful again. And I'm not just talking about the scenery, the sun, the sand on the beach. I'm not talking about that beauty. I'm talking about that beauty of love that we must demonstrate to each other. Jamaica is one of the greatest places on the planet Earth. People are craving to come here. Yes, the tourist comes here by droves, but it's very rare something happened to a tourist, and that is when that tourist really step out of line, step out of their boundaries, step out of their safe zone. Let Jamaica be the country that we yearn to come home to. I came home to this country because I love this country. It doesn't matter what. I don't care what's happening down here. I prefer to die in this country than to die anywhere else on the planet Earth. But I can't blame some of these people. They're scared. They're really and truly scared for their lives, and rightly so. Some of them don't even get a chance to live out their old age because greed and envy and gluttonous and the wanton killing of some of our old folks because of their things that they work so long and hard for, things that they won't even get a chance to benefit from. Let's clean up this country. And I'm speaking directly to not just the politicians. I'm speaking to every single Jamaican. Let's make Jamaica a place that all of us can call our home. Thank you so much for listening. Please like and share this video. And if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, now is the time to do so. Jamaica is our home. Let's all get together and unite. Let's love each other again.